G'day guys, welcome back. I've already just finished the other side, as you'll see from the video footage and the pictures and everything. They're flipping up now. So the only thing I have done on this side is just loosened off the top bolt. That's all I've done. Or I've only loosened it, I've retightened it since. But I'm just going to get everything prepped now so we can make this happen really fast. So stay tuned. Now, there's probably some of you wondering why I'm not reusing these hubs and these knuckles on this car. Mainly it's because I really don't want to have to pull the drive shafts out to do it. If I do it this way, strip these down, I at least get spare front wheel bearings and a spare front knuckles if I need them. Not that I'm anticipating needing them, so that's the reason why. I might use the bolts and the nuts for the strut mount, for the strut mounting to the knuckle. I might use them from these ones. So if I do, I'm just going to put them over there. At least that way they're out of the way. Okay, one sway bar link, and I'll also align it so that I know what the top was. I'll have sitting upright. Set that over here in the wheel, that way I can't forget. So that's the strut retaining nut and the top plate. I'll sit down the side as well because we'll need those. I'm going to try to retain as much stuff off this assembly as I can, but otherwise, yeah, we're pretty much in a good spot now. We'll take the pads out of the out of the old caliper, well, the donor caliper. Another reason why we're transferring everything over here, these brake rotors, as you can see, are dimpled and they're slotted. These are original solid, well, these are vented discs, but they're just solid steel discs. The pads on the driver's side were reasonably well worn, so we're going to change over the pads to these pads which are in here, and they're virtually near new. So I'm going to press on. We'll also clean up that strut there in a minute. We'll give it a good clean with some Bowden's Own Orange Agent, and well, there's one pad. there's half the job done. Note that I'm not taking the bolts out yet. I'm simply just prepping it and getting it ready so I can disengage things like the ABS sensor. You've got to remember that needs to go around the front of the strut, and then the brake line. Okay, that's everything free of that. I'm going to take out one of the bolts now. Car manufacturers, be kind to us. Don't make things in oddball sizes that no one knows. It's a 14mm. That's what I thought. Alright, you see this side was not as bad as the other one, but it is still fairly bad. As a matter of fact, I think this one's actually bent. Yeah, see how the boot started to pop off there, and this top boot's completely torn open. So yeah, these sway bar links, these, I don't know how original they are, They are garbage. They are garbage. Now, of course, I'm not condoning anything you are about to see here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the floor jack, the trolley jack, to lift up the lower control arm, just so I can slide the bolts from the shock absorber out. That way, this will hang down. It's not going to hang down there very, very long, but it needs to hang down there long enough that I can just get the strut unbolted, get it out, get the new one seated in there, bolted in, and then I can get the rest of the bolts in for the lower side, jack the whole strut up, wind the nut on, do it all like that. So this is not the correct way to do it, just FYI. Swapped over to the new top plate and the new top nut from the donor shock, and now I'm going to get that donor shock into the car. Alright, now that that's done, now we can take the weight off the hoist. Get it out of our way. Alrighty. Alright, so now what we're going to do, we're going to tighten up the lower strut bolts now. That strut is now mounted firmly up in the top of the strut tower. We'll do up these two bolts back here, and then we'll install the sway bar link. We'll start tightening everything up, and then should be good to go. Oh, then we'll change the brake, the rotor and the pad there, put the wheel back on, and that's the front end done. Right, that's the front end done. As you can see, it's a little late in the afternoon now, but never the matter. We'll now pull the car in and we'll do the rear springs. It's probably been sitting out here now for maybe about 15 minutes, probably 15 going on 20 minutes. So I don't know how much more it's going to settle, but it's already come up a long way. So time to see what else, how much higher we can get the rest of the car to go. And there you have it. I'm recording this outro a little bit later than when we actually finished it, but she's now lifted. The back end still has to come up probably just a fraction. The level air ride has been adjusted to raised height, but I don't know, I just got the feeling it sits level on the ground. Like when you look at it, the whole side skirt line here is all sitting nice and level, but I think I'm going to probably adjust that back end just to pop it up a little bit higher. But you can already see like the absolute, like that's my hand, like the absolute massive amount of gap we've got there now. Drives like it's on rails. It's absolutely stunning how well this car drives now. So the next big thing is now that we've got that finished, we can finally go get this thing wheel aligned. Try and do that maybe next Saturday. This Saturday's the end of the month. It's the 28th of August today. So probably next Saturday we'll go and get this thing wheel aligned. And also in the back I've actually got a nice little present. This gargantuan sucker right here, which barely fits on the frame of the camera. 2.5 by 2.5 metre awning. So probably in the next video is either going to be us going to get a wheel alignment, and you'll finally get a proper in-car driving shot with the car. We'll also probably try and take it off-road maybe next Saturday, see how that goes. And another video coming up in the future, we'll be fitting up this lovely big awning. It'll actually be sitting right behind me on the passenger side. So that's it for today's episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. It's free. I don't know why you haven't already. If you're coming back, you may as well subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.